Hey guys, welcome back to Frenemies. I'm Ian.
I'm Glub.
And we're here for another Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood. So last episode we dealt with the aftermath of Father. Ed and Al. Well, let's see. Yeah, it was after Father. They took Envy took the boys back up to the surface part of because the base where Father is underneath the capital, the military base. What?
I thought I heard something.
Oh, we found out that. Not just where they were, because remember whenever they fought, Father turned off their alchemy.
Yeah.
We found out that it was like citywide. Because they were trying to do repairs. Because I don't remember what happened exactly, but there was, the other alchemists were trying to do, or other state alchemists were trying to help with repairs, but they couldn't do it. Or Marco tells Scar
Pleads
about.
for death.
Well, yeah, he does, but he also told Scar that he's essentially responsible for his people being killed.
Yeah.
Or being turned into Philosopher's Stone. And May I forgot, May met up with Lanfan at the doctor's house. Yeah.
I remember that, yeah. Trying to kill each other.
And then the doc was not going to have anything of it. And just, then he beat them with their food, essentially, so.
Of course.
We got Armstrong, I think, didn't we? Did we?
Had to have. No wonder I'm feeling happy.
Crap, did we have Armstrong? I don't know if we do or don't.
He'll be there.
Well, he'll be there sometime. I don't remember when he comes back.
Oh!
And with that, we'll start the episode.
That's the go yawn.
So what'd you think of that there ending, brother? Huh?
I liked it.
Vengeance sprayed in ketchup.
Of course.
Nothing sinister or brutal about it. So, couple things that you're happy about. What Roy said to Riza. That's one thing about telling her to shoot him in the head if he were to stray from the path. I know you're looking forward to that. Providing something.
Next episode, Roy Mustang found dead, gunshot to the back.
No, but he said if he were to stray from the path, basically they're trying to correct things.
Yeah, no, I know.
Expose themselves.
It's just, I swear to God. If Roy goes near a phone booth.
He's been in a phone booth and it was fine. It was just.
I'm saying now that they've said it.
Oh.
I'm worried now.
Envy's gonna come looking in at Reza and shoots him in the head.
Yeah, shoots him in the face though.
Well, no, he said the back of the head, so.
Yeah, I know, but she doesn't know it.
Yeah, but he's got it.
What if that was Envy?
Well, this is awkward.
Hawkeye hasn't existed.
Well, I mean, it doesn't make sense because.
It's always been Envy.
Well, that wouldn't make sense because her dad, as we met him right before he died.
She died at the same time. They were linked.
Shut up.
It's all father.
Okay. No, yeah. So, speaking of, I love how the Hohenheim mystery is just got you so frustrated.
Dude, it's just whatever,
man. It wasn't even mentioned throughout this whole episode. And you're just like Hohenheim.
Dude. It doesn't even matter. I don't even care.
Yeah, you do. You're just
every character is Hohenheim.
You're stressed out or infuriated.
Everyone's Hohenheim.
Okay. Anyway, no. But speaking of a happy episode, this thing started off straight off with.
Dude, I want to see more murdered kids.
Well, I wasn't gonna say that, but yeah, we can start there if you want.
Come on.
Yeah, man. I know. It's
really.
They show.
And then just in case you want to feel sad, they have Major Armstrong there, weeping as he has to listen to the people that he technically killed.
Because you kind of just imagining how Armstrong feels, especially now, because last episode when I remembered that we saw him is because he was breaking down again, essentially because he found himself a coward for leaving when he felt like he should have stayed and fought against what they were doing. Yeah. But yeah, just imagining. I don't know why I keep thinking my door's open. Imagining that, what he's going through as he puts up the wall, and then the moment afterwards, he's hearing not just adults, but kids, all these innocent people, because they're not all Ishvalans are fighting. Yeah. They're civilians, and they're being gunned down without weapons. Like, they don't have weapons at all, and they're just being gunned down. He's partially responsible for that, and he's keeping them from escaping. So yeah, it's hard because we've gotten to know Armstrong being this like just happy-go-lucky, spirited kind of guy, and then we cut to him just like clawing his eyes out.
I mean, it's just whatever, dude. Why not?
Yeah, it's tough seeing him like that.
So why was what was it? Kimley. Why was he thrown in jail?
They haven't said yet. I'm not gonna say if they haven't said it, dude.
God dang. Because the only thing I'm thinking is, what would he have done? He's already like, a menace to society.
And working with them.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's in on. I don't know if he's in on the.
I can't wait for him to get broken out of jail, and then he now can assist with their plans. Well, I know he's in on all this.
Well, the fact that he's
Pride.
No, I was. Yes, he's actually Pride.
That would no.
What?
I was gonna say that would make sense, but it's like no.
I mean, they created wrath with the human, and they've created greed with humans. So
true.
They could have done the same thing with.
Nah.
With Pride, not that they did, because obviously it's
the child. Still
or it's Armstrong. That would be the best, just to see your reaction to that. You find out that Armstrong is Pride, or that he created Father.
The kid created Father.
Oh.
The kid pulls off a mask and it's just Hohenheim.
I knew you were gonna say that. That Hohenheim episode, like the Hohenheim episodes, like the one with the recap episode and the one after where it shows Father one area and then zooms out of the city and show Hohenheim out. Like those two episodes broke you,
dude. Like because it literally just took everything that I was thinking that could be, and then it was just like, or it could not. This whole thing could just be a dream.
Dude, I loved it though. I was like waiting
because I can't wait for the last episode where Hohenheim wakes up and it's just like, whoa, weird. And then he goes downstairs and says hi to his nice, loving wife and two kids, Ed and Al.
Well, that could be their name instead because it's this is the real world.
Ad and Lee.
That'd be great. No, but I don't think they'll be too upset with me if I tell you that that's not the case.
Oh, spoil the entire.
Sorry. What we're talking about? Or you take us off the trail so much.
I don't do anything. I simply bring.
I mean, it's fine because at least it's on topic this time.
Of course, it's on topic. I'm on it. So anyway, all right. So Kimley,
right,
in the war was the same rank as Mustang.
Mustang, it seems, yeah. He was major then, right?
Yeah, they're both.
And he's colonel now.
Yes.
Okay. I'm not the best at remembering ranks. What's?
I think it goes major, captain, colonel.
All right. I don't know why, but as soon as you said captain and you were going, I was just thinking crunch. Couldn't. Anyway.
It makes you feel any better. When I stopped at colonel, I was thinking Colonel Sanders for KFC.
Oh yeah.
This will work. But okay, so I want to know more about Kimley.
Well, okay. Ask what you want to ask. Ask what you want to ask, but. I'm not going to be able to answer everything right now, but I'll see what I can answer, or at least maybe infer to. Or you can just stare at me.
Alright, so Kimley gets locked up, can't tell me why.
Uh-huh.
Why does he have the Philosopher's Stone? Why was he the one? Is it because he's crazy?
Why was he the one what?
That got the Philosopher's Stone.
Oh. Do they really ever... I guess that's... Well, here's the thing, because
I'm guessing it just amplifies his power exponentially.
Okay, here's the thing. They with Bradley and how they basically have his what do they call the roots in the military. Not there are already people that are in his circle or whatever. So I'm assuming that's just kind of what happened with Kimley, because I don't think they exactly specified why they gave him the Philosopher's Stone in the first place. I think he
was just there, and they were just like, well.
I think it's two things. It's like he's one of the people that Bradley recruited, and maybe I don't know, maybe Father helped. I don't know what's dealing with the recruitment.
Alchemists.
Just like his mentality, like how he looks at the world. That might be why they gave him the Philosopher's Stone as well.
And they lock him up.
I mean, I don't know. Well, what do you think? What makes you think? What do you think is the reason, or one of the reasons that they could have locked him up? Like, what's something that's going through your head? Because I know you.
The only explanation I could see is why they locked him up is because I'm gonna assume he wasn't well respected in the military for what he did in Ishval. So they needed a scapegoat.
That's valid.
And they were like, hey, you can keep the Philosopher's Stone if you go inside the jail cell
until a certain time.
Yeah.
That's valid, but
we'll unlock you with this.
Why would he not be respected by the military for what he's done?
Because I don't think many people were fond of the war, and since he seemed to be enjoying it and was seen enjoying it.
Yeah, that's a valid thesis. What's not thesis? Hypothesis. Yes. I mean that's actually well thought. I actually never thought about that. Yeah. But I don't know if that would be the case because again, Bradley does have a decent amount of power throughout the military.
I still think it was just used to like save face.
That's a very good point. Yeah, they have done similar things like that before.
Because who knows how many people during the Ishvalan War weren't on Bradley's side.
Hughes.
And then now it's like, oh, I can make you immortal. Hey.
Yeah, I know. And the thing is, it also even is showing there, like after what? Okay, real quick though, slight detour, but it has nothing to do with what I was going to say. Whenever the leader and a couple others that were underneath him, the Ishvalan, what? Okay, no, but one of the leaders of the Ishvalan and a couple others that were underneath him surrendered to Bradley, and he refuses. He's like, no, this is. I mean, your life isn't. Like, what are you thinking? Which, from a
technical standpoint, you're right.
He's right, but I mean,
douche move, my guy.
Yeah, I mean, if we didn't know who he was, then it's just like, dude, what's wrong with you?
Yeah.
But I mean, he's kind of a megalomaniac monster, so there's that. But still, just like and Hughes was there, and you saw as soon as he had said that, you see Hughes like looking, just like what's going on here? Like this isn't really what we're about. Why are you doing this?
Yeah.
And then when it cuts to the later scene, Hughes and Roy are talking, and they've shown this talk before. I don't remember exactly the episode, but then he's looking up at Bradley, and this is their talk of why he's trying to become pure, what he wants to remedy everything that's happened, what's been caused on that day, and so that's gonna be good and bad because yes, it'll kind of sort of make up for what they did, but in doing so, they're gonna have to expose themselves in a sense as being murderers instead of what they're seen as heroes right now. Yeah. So that's going to have ramifications if they succeed in their plan.
I'm sure Hohenheim will fix it.
Just like, let it be so.
No, he's just gonna be like, oh, Ishval's back.
Is that how that's gonna go?
Yeah.
That would be impressive. Don't know how, but that'd be impressive. Against,
I'll figure a way.
Oh, okay. He just writes it, so.
Yeah.
He opens the Book of Destiny and just rewrites
the book. Haha! Exposition! Shining book.
What?
Behold.
No, but then, so you, speaking of Roy and the work that his dad did, so you saw the tattoo. And you pretty much figured that it's his dad's work. Her dad's work, sorry. But you saw whenever...
Do they ever explain what exactly her dad's work is?
Yeah, they said it in the very beginning.
I do not remember.
No, yeah, he's like, when are you going to teach me fire alchemy?
Oh, yeah. So he already learned it.
Yeah, at that point, yeah. After the scene with the dad, yeah. He didn't know it at that point. He's like, why won't you teach me? I've already done this.
Oh, okay.
And then he says, I don't know if you can hear because it was kind of quiet as he was dying. He says, protect my daughter.
No, I heard that. I didn't hear the...
And then she has money working on that stuff.
Yeah. How come he wouldn't learn fire alchemy? Or how come he wouldn't teach him fire alchemy?
He just seems it a very dangerous and difficult, and it's just the whole falling into unstable and falling into the wrong hands kind of thing.
His power is kind of overpowered.
It is a little overpowered, unless a rainy day.
Which brings me back to Kimley.
Mm-hmm.
I want to know exactly what his freaking power is.
It is essentially explosions, but it's like you see red arc lightning going, causing the explosions. That's why they call him the Crimson Alchemist. There's not really an explanation.
No, they never.
I wasn't sure.
Explain
what
they never explain what exactly is.
No. I wasn't sure if I had missed something, but it's his explosion. It's the explosions that is his alchemy, but the energy that he expels is red. There's not really an explanation as to why. That's just his ability. So he's the Crimson Alchemist because of the red electricity that courses through whatever he causes to explode.
That's fair.
So, yeah, it's not a red energy. I mean, it is a red energy. But I wasn't a red energy blast or anything, or maybe does alchemy with blood. It's just the energy expels is red, so the Crimson Alchemist.
Yeah.
And thinking about it, the explosions, will cause mass murder. So blood, crimson, it kind of works.
Yeah, it really sort of just goes full circle, doesn't it?
But speaking of the tattoo going back to the tattoo on Risa, like you saw it, but in the present time, when she was in the shower and she's about to step out, and before Ed shows up, you see the tattoo, but you also see
giant scar.
Yeah. And they didn't exactly explain that, and I thought they were going to explain it this episode, but they didn't. So, yeah, there's a.
I don't remember any time in here where she's gotten injured.
No. So that would have to happen in between her dad passing and now.
Yeah. Because I was thinking maybe that happened in Ishvalan, but it never showed that she was injured.
But they also never showed the whole war, so.
Right.
So I mean,
she met up with Scar.
Yeah, he did it.
Oh, yeah.
Well, no, because he was taken out and didn't come to until after they were exterminated, which was the end of the war.
Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
I thought.
Yeah, he came to, and Ishvalan was just.
Oh, I thought
out.
I thought it was towards the end of the war, and then he came to, killed Winry's parents, and then walked out. And
I think Winry's parents were healing those that were
left behind.
Yeah,
okay, that makes
possibly.
sense.
Yeah, because I think the whole thing with Kimley was whenever they finally decided to go with the extermination thing, so that's when they gave him the stone, and that's when he did the massive explosions, and then Roy and all that stuff, and all those that did. I guess I'm assuming that they can cause the most destruction with her. I was gonna say quirks.
Well, did they give Roy a stone?
No, I'm just saying with his fire.
So Kimley was the only one that had the stone, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
Oh, that's not good. Question is, does he still have it?
Does he still have it?
I mean, I don't think they would take it away from him.
I think in the first episode they show him with one, but he doesn't use it. So because I think they do, because in the first episode, I don't think you remember the guy that had the water-based chemistry, alchemy, and he had a philosopher's stone, right? And so remember he was bleeding and everything, and he uses blood as weapons, and he was gonna try to attack Bradley, but then it doesn't work out. Then they show that philosopher's stone, but then they cut to Kimley saying, what was it? What, I don't remember what he said. He was how devastating, or something about, the destruction didn't happen, or I don't remember. But the point of what I was trying to get to was, it kind of cuts to him kind of messing with the philosopher's stone, I think. So I think he still has it.
They might also be saving Kimley as a backup, sacrifice, like Mustang and them.
Mm-hmm.
They're keeping him in jail, but they're being hey, you get all this special treatment.
I wonder. I don't know if they exactly go into it. Why they who they choose to be sacrificed? Because Ed and Al, I get. Because
I think they're Then would they be after the teacher? Because I'm guessing the only connection between Ed and Al is they, well, one, brothers, and two, they both can open the door.
Not that they both can, because anybody with alchemy could, but it might be.
I think they're looking for people that want to or have already.
It might be what they have already, but if that's the case, then
the teacher.
Well, that I wasn't gonna say that, but yeah. But why Roy and because I know they have Roy as a possible sacrifice, but why? What caused that decision?
Well, because
he hasn't gone through the door. So if it's the door thing, then why choose him? Because
he's a skilled alchemist. I feel because
maybe
I feel like not many people could potentially do that. Do human transmutation?
Yeah, that's probably not very easy.
Yeah,
it's possible. I don't know.
And of course, Mustang, being who he is, would probably only try to do human transmutation for Hughes or Hawkeye, which
You're worried?
God, if Hawkeye dies, I'll kill a man.
Well, guys, if I'm dead, you know why. Thank you guys for joining me this week's episode of Fullmetal. Hope you enjoyed it. Did I say me? Did I say we?
Couldn't tell you.
Well, whatever. Thanks for joining us, either way. If you want to check out the rest of our content, go into the bubble icon next to Austin. If you want to stick around for next episode, go ahead and click the subscribe button. And if you want to be notified whenever we put up that video or the others, go ahead and click the bell icon down below. Or you can follow us on Twitter. Link to that one description down below.
And stay tuned for the next episode where Ian dies.
Or whenever she does die. See you guys next time.